Okay, so this week what we're going to be doing is adding some enemies. Arcade games would normally have a player. I've got Pink Panther here, and we're going to fight two enemies. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some enemies to move at random around the screen. So just as I created a sprite for my player character, what I need to do is to create sprites for my enemy characters, and I'm going to have two of them. So again, you just choose Set Sprite. So all of this happens on the start. You're creating your player character, which can move around the screen, and you're setting your enemy sprites. And again, you can give it a name. So new variable, and I'm going to call it enemy1. And to duplicate code, you just right-click on a block, and you click duplicate. And so I can also, at the same time, create my second enemy. And then you just go into the little block here and you draw your enemy, or you choose from the gallery. I'd like you to create your own. I think it's a lot more fun. And just make sure that you're choosing not player, but enemy. So I'm going to pause the video and create my sprites and then come back. So unpaused again, and I've just used from the gallery. And you'll notice they kind of start in the center of the screen, so I want to position them on the screen. So I can go and I can set a position for enemy 1, and I can choose a kind of XY coordinate. So you just kind of position it on the screen where you want it to start, and then I can just duplicate that and have a start position for enemy 2, which might be, let's say, doesn't really matter where. So when this refreshes, the 2 should click into a position somewhere on the screen. Come on. Let's click play, and you'll notice they start kind of at opposite ends. So Pink Panther is battling the battle of the bulge. These are all foods which put on weight, and he's got to destroy his enemy, something like that, you know. Now what I want to do is to make them move around the screen. And again, on the sprites menu, you can set the velocity. So I'm going to get enemy 1 to move at a particular velocity. And just by playing with these kind of XY coordinates, and again, I'm just going to duplicate that and make it for enemy 2. Logically, the velocity should come after the position. So now what you can see is they start moving around the screen at a particular velocity, and you can change those velocities until you're happy with it. So just so that they move in kind of what seems like random positions. They're going off screen. So really what you want them to do is to stay on the screen. So for each one, you're going to make them, the enemy stay on the screen, and you're going to make enemy 2 stay on the screen. So again, I'm going to hit play, and you'll see that they kind of hit the edge, but that's not very nice. You want them to kind of bounce off the edge, don't you? So how would you do that? You'll notice you've got stay on screen has a little arrow. So let's see if you can have something that would make it bounce. Try that. See if you can get it to work. Save it. So go share, publish your project, and you get a link you can copy, share on Teams. Have fun with this project, make it your own.